Good day everyone. So I will be discussing about matrix operations. So we have additional examples here from the previous discussion that we have. Okay, so we will be discussing about matrix addition and subtraction, matrix multiplication, scalar multiplication, and transpose of a matrix. So first we have the matrix addition and subtraction. So it says that two or more matrices can be added and subtracted provided that those matrices have the same number of rows and the same number of columns, that is only matrices of the same size. Okay? So kapag mag-a-add tayo or magsusubtract tayo ng mga matrices, okay? So the rule is it should have the same number of rows and same number of columns para tayo is makapag-add or makapag-subtract ng matrices. Basically, it says that kailangan daw yung mga matrices na i-add natin or isusubtract natin has the same size. Okay? So, let's have some example. For example, 1, so we have matrix A, B, and C. And we are going to find A plus B, A plus B plus C, and B plus C minus A. So, first, let's find A plus B. So, we have matrix A and B. So, sige, isulat lang natin dito. Okay. So, sulat natin yung mga matrices katabi nitong A plus B. So, we have 2, negative 1, 0, and 5 plus 6, 1, 8, and negative 4. Okay? So, be careful sa mga signs, lalo na kapag may negative sign kasi minsan doon tayo nagkakamali. So, sige, isimplify lang natin itong A plus B. So, we have 2 plus 6 is 8. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. And 5 plus negative 4 is 1. So, this is our matrix A plus B. Okay? Next, example. So, we need to find A plus B plus C. So, basically, kailangan lang natin ipag-add yung tatlong matrices na meron tayo. Okay? Sige, isulat lang muna natin ito yung mga matrices. So, we have 2, negative 1, 0, and 5. Plus, yung matrix B naman. So, we have 6, 1, 8, and negative 4. Plus, matrix C naman. So, we have negative 5, 0, negative 3, and 7. So, again, be careful sa may mga negative signs kasi doon tayo usually nagkakamali. Okay? So, gawin muna natin yung kung paano siya i-add para mas dali natin siyang isolve. So, we have, this is matrix A, matrix B, and matrix C. So, we have 2 plus 6 plus negative 5. So, sulat natin 2 plus 6 plus negative 5. Then we have negative 1 plus 1 plus 0. So we have negative 1 plus 1 plus 0. Okay. Next we have 0 plus 8 plus negative 3. So 0 plus 8 plus negative 3. And next is we have 5 plus negative 4 plus 7. So we have 5 plus, plus negative 4 plus 7. Okay, then simplify lang natin. So we have 2 plus 6 is 8 minus 5. So we have 3. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0 plus 0. So siya ay 0. 0 plus 8 is 8 minus 3 is 5. And 5 minus 4 is 1 plus 7 is equal to 8. So this is our A plus B plus C. Okay? So, ganun lang. Another one. We have B minus C, B plus C minus A. Okay? So, sulat din muna natin yung ating mga matrices. So, B muna. So, we have 6, 1, 8, and negative 4. Ipa-plus natin siya kay C, which is negative 5, 0, negative 3, and 7. Minus sa A, ang A natin is 2, negative 1, 0, and 5. Okay, so gawin lang ulit natin yung ginawa natin kanina. So we have 6 plus negative 5 minus 2. So we have 6 plus negative 5 minus 2. Then we have 1 plus 0 minus negative 1. So we have 1 plus 0 minus negative 1. Then we have 8 plus negative 3 minus 0. So we have 8 plus negative 3 minus 0. Then we have negative 4 plus 7 minus 5. So we have negative 4 plus 7 minus 5. Then simplify lang ulit natin. So we have 6 minus 5 is 1, minus 2 is negative 1. Then 1 plus 0 is 1. So ito is multiply, so magiging positive siya. So 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 1 is 2. Next, we have 8 minus 3. So we have 8 minus 3 is 5, minus 0 is 5. Then we have negative 4 plus 7 is 3, minus 5, which is negative 2. So this is our B plus C minus A. Okay, so those are examples of matrix addition and subtraction. Okay, next we have matrix multiplication. Okay, so ito yung kumbaga pinaka-komplikadong matrix operation na meron tayo. Kailangan talaga is bigyan ng pansin. Okay, so basahin muna natin yung definition of matrix multiplication. So the product of two matrices is possible if and only if, okay, so meron siyang condition. Pwede lang daw tayo mag-multiply ng dalawang matrix if and only if, ayan, the number of columns of the first matrix is exactly the same as the number of rows of the second. For example, the first matrix is 2 by 3. Okay, so sulat natin sa baba, 2 by 3. The first matrix is 2 by 3 and the second matrix is 3 by 3. Okay, then the product of the first and second matrix, second matrices is 2 by 3. Okay, so paano natin masasabi na pwedeng ipag-multiply yung dalawang matrices? So, ganito lang yung gawin natin. I-identify natin kung anong matrix siya. Okay, so, ayan, dun sa example na yan, we have 2 by 3 and 3 by 3. Then, you can put a bracket here. Ayan. Then, kung mapapansin nyo, kapag sila ay equal, so, we can multiply or we can get the product of these two matrices. Then, itong mga nasa labas naman na to, yan yung magiging sagot na matrix na meron kapag nag-multiply tayo ng matrix or ng dalawang matrix na yon. Okay? So, let's have some example of matrix multiplication. Ayan. So, for example, 2 by 2 matrices. Okay? So, we are going to multiply or we are going to have AB and BA. Okay? So, tingnan natin kung anong makukuha nating sagot. So, 2 by 2 matrices lang naman itong example natin. So, we have AB is equal to, so we have 2, negative 1, 0, and 5 times, sabi naman is 6, 1, 8, and negative 4. So, paano ba tayo mag-multiply ng matrices or paano ginagawa yung matrix multiplication? Okay, so ganito yung gagawin natin. So, makinig. So, we have itong 2 na to, i-multiply natin sa 6. Okay, then, plus, ito namang negative 1 is i-multiply natin to sa 8. Kumbaga, itong first row is i-multiply natin sa first column. Okay, so, sulat natin. So, ito muna 2 ha, and itong 6. So, we have 2 times 6 plus, ito naman, yung pangalawa, negative 1 times 8. So, negative 1 times 8. Okay? Then, next naman, ito pa, same row pa din, i-multiply naman natin dito sa sunod na column. Okay? So, we have 2 times 1 plus negative 1 times negative 4. Okay? Next, ito naman baba. So, yung second row, i-multiply naman natin siya dito sa first column. So, we have 0 times 6, then 5 plus 5 times 8. The next, second row, second column. So we have 0 times 1 plus 5 times negative 4. Okay? So, after that, simplify lang natin. So, pwede naman diretso na. Okay? So, we have 2 times 6 is 12. Then, negative 1 times 8 is negative 8. So, basically, 12 minus 8. So, 12 minus 8 is 4. Then, 2 times 1 is 2. And negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4. So, we have 2 plus 4 is 6. Next, 0 times 6 is 0. And 5 times 8 is 40. So, 0 times 40 is 40. Next, we have 0 times 1 is 0. And 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. So, we have negative 20. So, this is our A, B. Okay? So, next, kunin naman natin ang BA. So, dito naman sa BA, ayan. So, we have BA is equal to, syempre, mauuna yung B. Yung matrix B natin. So, we have 6, 1, 8, and negative 4 times 2, negative 1, 0, and 5. Okay? So, magkaiba yung AB sa BA ha, and magkaiba din yung order ng ating matrix. Nauna itong B sa A. Okay, since BA yung ating kukunin. So, same process lang din. First row, multiply sa first column. Okay? So, we have 6 times 2 plus 1 times 0. Then, first row again for second column. So, we have 6 times negative 1 plus 1 times 5. Okay? Next. Second row, first column naman. So, we have 8 times 2 plus negative 4 times 0. And second column, second row. Second row, second column. So, we have 8 times negative 1 plus negative 4 times 5. Then, simplify. So, we have 6 times 2 is 12. 1 times 0 is 0. So, we have 12 plus 0 is 12. Next, 6 times negative 1 is negative 6. 1 times 5 is 5. So, negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. Okay? 8 times 2 is 16. And negative 4 times 0 is 0. So, 16 plus 0 is 16. 8 times negative 1 is negative 8. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. So, negative 8 minus 20 is negative 28. So, this is our BA. Okay? So, hindi nyo pwedeng sabihin na magkapareha si AB sa BA. They are not equal. Okay? Next, we have 3 by 3 matrices naman. So, previously, yung pinakita natin is by 2 by 2 matrix. Then, syempre, kailangan din natin magpakita ng 3 by 3 matrices kung paano siya ginagawa. Okay? So, same process lang din. Sulat lang muna natin. So, we have CD. Okay, so we have 1, 0, 3, 4, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 2, and 5. Multiplied by matrix D, so we have negative 2, 5, 0, 1, negative 1, negative 4, 2, 6, 3. Okay? So, paano natin ito gagawin? So, same pa din. First row, first column. Okay? So, gawin natin dito. Okay? So, we have 1 times negative 2. Ayan, so ito yon. 1 times negative 2 plus 0 times 1. So, ito, 0 times 1 plus 3 times 2. So, ito naman yun, 3 times 2. Okay? Then next, first row, second column. So, we have 1 times 5 plus 0 times negative 1 plus 3 times 6. Okay? Then, next naman is, di ba, ayun ha, di ba kasi ito ay 3 by 3 and ito is 3 by 3. So, pwede natin siya pag-multiply since parehas ito. And dapat yung magiging sagot niya is 3 by 3 din. Kaya medyo mahaba ito. Okay, so let's continue. First row, third column naman tayo. So, we have 1 times 0 plus 0 times negative 4 plus 3 times 3. Okay? Ayun. After that, doon naman tayo sa second row. And first column, second column, third column. Okay? So, second row, first column muna. So, we have 4 times negative 2 plus negative 2 times 1 plus negative 1 times 2. Tama. Next. Second row, second column. Okay, so ito na ito and ito. Okay, so 4 times 5 plus negative 2 times negative 1 plus negative 1 times 6. Okay? Next, second row, third column. So we have 4 times 0 plus negative 2 times negative 4 plus negative 1 times 3. Okay? Then next, third row and each of the column that we have. So, diretso lang tayo. So, we have 0 times negative 2 plus 2 times 1 plus 5 times 2. Okay? Huwag malilito ha. Next is third row, second column. So, we have 0 times 5 plus 2 times negative 1 plus 5 times 6. Okay? Next, third row, third column. So, we have 0 times 0 plus 2 times negative 4 plus 5 times 3. Okay, so ayan, natapos na natin. So, kailangan na lang natin siyang i-simplify. Okay? So, we have here, ayan. So, 1 times negative 2 is 2, negative 2, plus 0 times 1 is 0, 3 times 2 is 6, so plus 6. So, negative 2 plus 6 is, ayan, so sulat ko na lang pala dito para mas makita nyo. So, we have negative 2 plus 0 plus 6 for this one. Next, dito naman tayo. So, we have 1 times 5 is 5 plus 0 times negative 1 is 0. 3 times 6 is 18. So, plus 18. Dito naman tayo sa pangatlo. So, we have 1 times 0 is 0. Plus 0 times negative 4 is 0. And 3 times 3 is 9. So, plus 9. Okay? Dito naman tayo sa pangalawa. So, we have 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Next, 4 times 5 is 20. Dito. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Negative 1 times 6 is negative 6. Next, 4 times 0 is 0. Negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. And negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Okay, next. Ito naman sa pangatlo. So, 0 times negative 2 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. So, plus 2. 5 times 2 is 10. So, plus 10. Okay? 0 times 5 is 0. So, dito. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. 5 times 6 is 30, so plus 30. 0 times 0 is 0. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. And 5 times 3 is 15, so plus 15. Then simplify na lang natin para makuha natin yung 3 by 3 matrix of CD. Negative 2 plus 0 plus 6 is 4. 5 plus 0 plus 18 is 23. 0 plus 0 plus 9 is 9. Negative 8 minus 2 minus 2, which is negative 12. 20 plus 2 is 22, minus 6 is 16. 0 plus 8 is 8, minus 3 is equal to 5. 0 plus 2 plus 10 is 12. 0 minus 2 is negative 2 plus 30 is 28. And 0 plus 8 is negative 8 plus 15 is 7. So this is our matrix CD or our 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so I hope is naintindihan kung paano tayo solve ng 3 by 3 matrix. Or mag-multiply ng dalawang 3 by 3 matrices. Okay? So next, so nag-provide din ako dito ng matrices na magkaiba ang size. Okay? So we have matrix E, which is 3 by 3. And matrix F, which is 3 by 2. Okay? So, pwede siyang ipag-multiply, diba? Since parehas yung kanilang, N and M. Okay? So, sulat lang natin yung matrix EF since yun yung ating hahanapin. Okay, so we have 1, 0, 3, 4, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 2, and 5. Multiplied by matrix F. So, we have 1, negative 2, 5, 4, negative 3, and 6. So, dapat ang makuha ang sagot natin is 3 by 2. Okay, 3 by 2. So, parang ganito. Parang ganito yung matrix na makuha natin as our answer. Okay? So, let's apply matrix multiplication. Okay, so, ganun lang ulit. First row and first column. So, we have 1 times 1. Okay, so ito 1 times 1 plus 0 times 5. Okay, so 0 times 5 plus 3 times negative 3. So 3 times negative 3. Next is first row, second column. So we have 1 times negative 2 plus 0 times 4 and plus 3 times 6. Okay? So, second one. So, second row naman tayo and first column again. Okay? So, we have 4. Itong 4 na to times 1. So, 4 times 1 plus negative 2 times 5. So, negative 2 times 5 plus negative 1 times negative 3 plus negative 1 times negative 3. Okay? Next, second row pa din tayo, second column naman. So, ito naman. Okay? So, we have 4 times negative 2 plus negative 2 times 4 plus negative 1 times 6. Okay? Then, last one, we have the last row and first column again. So, we have 0 times 1 plus 2 times 5. Then we have plus 5 times negative 3. Okay? Next, third row, second column. So we have 0 times negative 2 plus 2 times 4 plus 5 times 6. Okay? So, ayan, nagawa na natin. So, we just need to simplify it. Okay? So, okay lang naman na utay-utay nyo. Huwag madaliin para hindi malito. Okay? So, we have 1 times 1 is 1 plus 0 times 5 is 0. We have 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. So, we have minus 9. Next, 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. 0 times 4 is 0. And 3 times 6 is 18. Plus 18. Okay? Second naman dito. So, 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 2 times 5 is negative 10. So, negative 10 na to. So, minus 10. Then, we have negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. So, plus 3. Okay? Next, we have 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8 again. And we have negative 1 times 6 is negative 6. So, we have minus 6. Next, dito naman tayo sa pangatlo. So, we have 0 times 1 is 0. Plus 2 times 5 is 10. And 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Next, 0 times 2 is 0. Plus 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 5 times 6 is 30. Okay? So, let's simplify this. So, this is our matrix EF. Or our 3 by 2 matrix. 1 plus 0 minus 9 is negative 8. Negative 2 plus 0 plus 18 is 16. 4 minus 10 is negative 6. Plus 3 is so we have negative 3. Negative 8 minus 8 is negative 16. Minus 6 is negative 22. Then 0 plus 10 is 10 minus 15. So we have negative 5. And 0 plus 8 plus 30 is 38. So this is our matrix EF. Okay, which is our 3 by 2 matrix. Okay. Next, we have the scalar multiplication. So, ito naman is medyo madali-dali lang. So, for scalar multiplication, ang sabi dito, if R is any real number, okay, so yung R natin is any real number. And A, yung A natin is an M by N matrix. Okay, so yung A natin, itong A na to is an M by N matrix. Then, the scalar multiple of A by R is RA. Hence, RA is obtained by multiplying each element of A by R. Okay, so kung meron tayong elements ng matrix A and meron tayong R, we just need to multiply yung R dun sa lahat ng elements ni matrix A. Okay, so for example, ayan. So, we have R which is equal to negative 4. We have matrix A which is 2 by 2 matrix. And we have matrix B which is a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay? So, wala namang ibang rule dito. Ang kailangan lang natin gawin, if we are going to find, or if we are going to use scalar multiplication, we just need to multiply this R dun sa ating mga matrices, kung ano yung pinapahanap. Okay? So, for this, we have RA. Okay? So, we just need to multiply R dun sa ating matrix A. Okay? So, our R is negative 4. Multiply to our matrix A. So, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, we have negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. And negative 4 times 4 is negative 16. Okay? So, that is our RA. Next, RB naman. Okay? So, our R is negative 4 multiplied dun sa ating matrix B which is a 3 by 3 matrix. So, we have 0, negative 1, 5, 3, 6, 2, 10, 8, and negative 4. Okay? So, we just need to multiply this R to the elements of this matrix. So, we have negative 4 times 0 is 0. Negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 4 times 6 is negative 24. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Negative 4 times 10 is negative 40. Negative 4 times 8 is negative 32. And negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. So, this is our RB. So, ganun lang gumawa or mag-apply ng matrix multiplication. Okay? Next, we have the transpose of a matrix. Okay, so dito naman, if A is an n by n matrix, okay, if A is an m by n matrix, then the transpose of A is determined by interchanging rows and columns of A. In symbol, the transpose of A is A raised to T. So, ito, A raised to T is read as transpose of A or A raised to T. Okay? Or transpose of A nga. Okay? So, paano natin ginagawa yung transpose? We are just interchanging rows and column of a given matrix. Okay? So, let's have some example. So, we have matrix A and B and we need to find transpose of A and transpose of B. Okay? So, sulat ko lang dito yung matrix A natin. So, matrix A is 1, negative 2, 5, 5 and 0, negative 10, and 8. Okay? So, if this is 3 by 2 matrix, then ang kanyang transpose is magiging 2 by 3. So, paano? So, itong mga column na to is magiging row. Okay? So, we have 1, 5, and 10. And we have negative 2, 0, and 8. So, siya is 2 by 3 matrix na. So, ito naman is the transpose of A transpose. Okay? Next, B transpose naman. So, for B transpose, so we have B is equal to, ayan, so sulat ko lang. So, we have 7, 5, negative 4, negative 6, 3, and 2. Okay? So, ito naman, lahat naman ng column is magiging row naman siya. So, we have, so ito ay anong matrix to? This is 2 by 3 matrix. So, dapat ang maging sagot naman niya is 3 by 2. Okay? So, we have 7 and 6, negative 6, 5 and 3, and negative 4 and 2. Okay, so we have this B transpose, or our 3 by 2 matrix. Okay, so that is for the additional examples of matrix operations. Thank you.